So it's rolling.
Yes.
Okay, well, it must be a very long time since you've seen me or myself. Well, excuse my cat. That was Ozzy. Ozzy. Oh, he's just crying for attention. Don't mind him. Okay. Well, I guess if I were to go over anything, I've been up to good. Yeah, I was just I made a comic and yeah, I've been good. So I guess I wanted to go over a collection I have that I've been building up of late for the last few months. Am I looking at the eye? Like it's this one, right? Okay, good, because that's the thing I don't like about iPhone. I don't know which one, but okay. Enough about me. I'm just in general just gonna go over a collection I built over for quite a while. So I remember it was a trip with Brian where we went to a music store, and that reminded me, yes, music CDs, and ever since then. Oh my god, look at this. There is a few down, but yeah. There's a few. That's like mainly the albums. Like these are albums. The singles are down here. These are like singles or maxi singles if you're European. But okay. We're not gonna go over all of this because that'd be an entire video. Today I just want to go over one of my favorite artists of late. I've always liked Scatman John, but of late I've loved his music even more, and I just want to go over it. I guess we'll go over an album and then, yeah, we're just going to go in release order. Okay. So we're going to start off with the songs that started his career. The Scatman. That song. So this is the very first release of this. This is the very first one. I remember first seeing the blue disc and I was like, wait, the disc was blue? And yeah. And if you want to know what's this other one here, this is actually the American release. I remember first getting this and being like, oh, okay, so I guess I assume this is what it looks like. But then when I finally got one of these, I learned, wait a minute, in Europe they have a different case? Because, yeah, I'm American. I didn't fucking know that. It's funny because I have like a whole bunch of imported shit around here. I'm including Oblix and Asterix. But, yeah, this is imported. Yeah, I have a bunch of imported stuff. Scatman John especially. It's fun. He's an American, but he mainly did well in Japan and Europe. But this is the first ever one. Yeah, I really do like the song, and including the jazz version too. This one, I don't know if there's a difference. Actually, yeah, I think, yeah, the order is different. I remember why I'm thinking it's different. It's because Everybody Jam, the single, it was different. Like when we got it here, it was kind of ass. So, but this one, it's the same. But yeah, sadly, we never got Scatman's World album. We never got his albums here. But yeah, we did get some singles, and this is one of them. I got this on eBay, yeah. But yeah, I like this song. It's good. It is funny knowing the story where yeah, they didn't want to put John on the cover because they thought people wouldn't like an old man. But then they found out about him, and that's why he's on the covers. But yeah, that's everybody. That's the first one. And now we're going to get to the last one before his first album, Scatman's World. So I must admit, even though his first one is the one with the most views, 100 million, I have to be honest, if I had to pick the two, this one would have to be my favorite. I love the lyrics in the song where it's like, you want to be free, I don't want to be a human being, I want to be a human doing. I mix it up, fuck, it's I don't want to be a human, I want to be a human being, not a human doing. I couldn't keep that piece up if I tried. Yeah, that's how it goes. But yeah, I really love this song. It's pretty good. It is funny for such a deep song. This has like one of the silliest covers ever. We have 4 Johns. They have these different expressions, especially this face. And this face. And it's like, yeah. But yeah, I always like the covers of these. But yeah. Song of Scatland. We're going to get to that. But I like that song. But that music video would have to be my least favorite. But yeah, Scatman's World, yeah, I love the song. It's a good song. Alright, now we're gonna get to the albums up here. Okay, we're gonna go over Scatman's World. So this is not the original print, but this is one of the earliest prints, yeah. So this is Scatman's World, this is the European release, and this is the Japanese release. So this album, I remember I used to be like, yeah, okay. But this album is pretty good, I like it. I have a hard time picking my favorite songs because, yeah, all those songs are pretty good, yeah. And then this one, there's another song, but yeah. These albums are pretty good, yeah. I must say, I feel like if there was ever a remix, I've definitely been like, wow, that's a very good remix. I can't believe I glossed over it. It was definitely the jazz version of Scatman. It's very good. I do like the time. Take your time. We can do it. We can do it. I really like that song. But yeah, I guess anything funny about this release is that when you open it, you get to see John's face, and I think that's always funny. Okay. Now on to the back to the singles. We're gonna go over two more. Is a song of Scatland. So this song, I like the song, but to be honest, I like Hey You more. That song, I like it way more. Hey You, you've been talking around. Yeah, I can't even. I listen to this music, but I kind of can't recite it well. But yeah, Song of Scatland, I like this one. It is a good song actually. Yeah. And then probably Brian's favorite of the Japanese songs, super curious Scatman, now you got it, Scatman, Scatman. I like this one, but my favorite would be Pre-Scat. That's the one I don't have. But yeah, I like this one. Super curious is pretty good. And then this is the only one I have that's actually sealed. This one's actually sealed. This came from all the way in South Korea, and this is Everybody Jam. If you don't know, Everybody Jam, that's the one my favorite music video. That's the one where he's with Louis Armstrong. I love that one. That's my favorite. I love everybody, come on, take a ride with me. Come on, everybody. Like, yeah, that one is my favorite. I love that one. And yeah, now we're going to the music. Also the best one. This release in particular, I love this release a lot. I really like Bo Baby. I like that one. I like I'm Free. It was literally last night I was re-listening to some of these songs and I was like, oh my god, I can't believe I've been glancing over this album. It's very good. Like LeBron, People of the Generation, they're so good. Any fun facts actually? This is the first ever one I got here. This is the first one that came here. In fact, this is from a Floridan seller from the state. It does remind me actually when I got Scatman's World and these were from U.S. sellers along with Pre-Scat. No, Susukiri. So it's not like all of these were imported. Some of them actually were from U.S. sellers, but yeah. This one I really like this release. You get 5 more songs and it's pretty good. And it has the OB too, so yeah. But yeah, Everybody Jam is such a good song. It's such a good album. I love the album. And then now we're getting to the later stuff of his career. Okay. Actually, since I have Scatmambo, so Scatmambo is a later song I found out like this year. Papo pepo peo, mambo, Scatmambo. Scatmambo, I like this song. It's quite good. I like the song, and heck, you know what? I even have the movie that actually had the song. Love Scenes from Planet Earth. I even put this on a channel. But yeah, this is the movie that used the song. And hell, even better, I'll actually even open it. I'll show you that when you open this up, it even promotes the movie right here. Like, yeah, that's the movie. But yeah. Love Scenes from Planet Earth. I have not seen that movie, but I actually recently been like, you know what? I don't mind finally watching the movie. I've made English subtitles for it, so I mean, why the hell not? And it seems like a pretty funny movie too. And heck, a good hook for some fangirls out there is that this has Christopher Waltz when he was like a young man. So that's something to look at. Because you know when everyone sees him, they think, oh, he was always old, but no, he actually used to be young. So yeah, that's a good hook. And then one more before the Take Your Time album, the single. Take Your Time. This is the Denmark version specifically because the German one is like $15, and I was like, no, I'm not buying that. And I just realized the disc is the other way around. I like to have it where the disc so you get to see it, so that's why I do that. But yeah, this Take Your Time, I must admit, out of the 3, I like Take Your Time, actually. I do. I like Take Your Time. But I don't know. I feel like what I like about his earlier music is that they're very happy and have, like, a very motivational thing behind them. Whereas his later music is a lot more pretty more music. Not saying I hate it. I love all his music. It's all good. And then, the one that I've always had a hard time getting, Take Your Time. Good Lord. I remember I bought this on Walmart and it never came and I got a refund. And then I bought from a seller all the way from Japan to get this copy. And yeah. You might be wondering, German, why don't you have the Japanese version? And I'll tell you right now, it's because that one is pretty damn expensive. If you want to get it without the obi, it's like 100 or 50, and then there's also the shipping prices too, so it's like $70. But yeah, I found this and I was like, hey, why is this so expensive? And it's because they told me, like, yeah, it's kind of hard to find the Japanese version, but even then, it's not worth it because you only get 3 more songs. So it's like, I wouldn't be pulling out the bank for it. I mean, if I could get it, yeah, sure, I don't mind. But at the moment, I'm fine with this. But yeah, that's Take Your Time. Yeah, that's the last one of the albums, and then we're gonna go over these final 3 over here. Ichi Ni-san Go. This is a song of late I've actually been liking a little more. Like, I remember for a while I was like, yeah, it's alright when I first heard the album, but I like the song. Like, I even remember how it goes, like, everybody dance now, Ichi Ni-san Go. Like, yeah, I really like this single, actually. I like it. It's pretty good. I wish, though, this wasn't only 3 songs. And then finally, the re-release of Take Your Time. This is the first single I ever bought, actually. The maxi single, first one I ever bought. So when I got this case, I was like, oh, wow, I didn't know about these cases. But yeah, it does actually remind me of a funny story where when I got Scatmambo, it had a different case, so I had to buy a replacement. And I still have some replacement cases left over. But yeah, this one, yeah, it's in memory of John, and yeah. I will say, though, the only thing that sucks about this is that they remove a few songs, so it's only 4 instead of 6, but yeah. And then this one I'm holding is something I actually made myself. Take Your Time Deluxe. If you want to know what's the deal with this, I was like, you know, I ripped these and put these on flax, so I was like, oh, I'd like to put more songs, and one of my favorite songs that Scatman John did that wasn't in the album was Steal the Bass. It's the baseball one. I love that song a lot. So I was like, oh, why isn't it on here? So I'm on my computer, I added it. But then eventually I found out there was a song that also wasn't on the album, and then I put it, and then I was like, you know what? I'm gonna make my own deluxe, and that's how it happened. So you get this track list, and yeah, you got like 20 entire songs, and yeah. I've yet to get a CD player so I can, like, you know, play it. It does work. It does work on my computer, so it's like, it's not like it's like a phony. I would certainly love a CD player because it's like I always play these CDs, so it's like, you know, I might as well get a CD player. But yeah, this is Take Your Time Deluxe, and yeah, if there's like a more demand, maybe I will put it out there. But yeah, for now, that's what you need to know. I will say I did it with flax. But any more before we end it here is definitely I want to show some of the more miscellaneous stuff I got that's related to John. If I remember, I think yeah, these two. These 2 are ones that have Scatman John songs in it. Like, this one has Scatman, Skibidi-Doo and Bada-Bum. And then this one is a soundtrack for a movie I haven't seen yet, which, you know, I actually might, just for John. But this one has my favorite song, one of my favorite songs by John, Steal the Bass. Everyone goes wild, steal the bass, steal the bass. And you know what's a shame, too? In the movie, they only play it for 40 seconds. And that is just BS. Because I love Steal the Bass. That's like one of my favorite songs ever. I think that has to be my favorite baseball song ever. Even over the one by Goragawa, wherever her name is. But yeah. And then any more from John is well, not under the Scatman John name, but under his real name, John Larkin. Listen to the Scatman. I remember seeing this and being like, oh, what's up with this? But then I found out this is an album that was done posthumously, where they put some songs he did privately, and then they put it here. And then there was this remix that was done by some artists, and I have the single here. This one is a single that comes up here and there for sale, and I was able to get this along with the other singles I got here. And yeah, that's Listen to the Scatman. I will say, if you want to know my opinion on this song, I think it's alright, but I probably would have preferred if they put more songs in here, because I kid you not, this is an entire CD, 1 song. That's it. But yeah, it does remind me one more thing I really want to show, since you might not know I even have it, is just something I really want to show to everybody I have is, so here's something I have sealed. I have the E-File 65 Blue Dabby Dee Die sealed. I have this. I remember this is something the guy was selling, where he was just selling this sealed, and I was like, okay, yeah, I'm taking it. And yeah, so I do have a copy of Blue Dabby Dee Die. I live in a blue world. And if you've seen my channel, you'll know there was a video I did with the song. It was the one with Christian. But yeah, that's about it. in general, Scatman John is an artist I really love, and yeah, and to a point where I mean, if I were to like make fan music videos, 100% of songs, I love them a lot. And yeah, I think that might be it. I think I've shown everything. Yeah, that might be it.